What's going on? Welcome to the Ask a SwimPro show. My name is Faris Savetti, co-founder and CEO of MySwimPro, and I'm joined by MySwimPro ambassador Kendra Wilson from Oceanside, California. What's going on?
Just here at Nationals with you.
That's right. We are here in Mesa, Arizona at the 2019 U.S. Masters Swimming Short Course National Championships, and you've just completed all your racing.
Yes, 6 down. I'm so thankful for that.
Nice. And how do you do in the meet?
Really well. So I had time drops in 5 of my 6 races, which I'm stoked about.
That's
and
awesome.
I got 4 top 10s. So came here and did what I wanted to do.
And you brought back the hardware.
Yes.
The hardware.
Yes.
So let's rewind. Tell us a little bit about your swimming story growing up, the sport, and kind of walk us through all that.
All right, I have been swimming competitively almost 30 years now. Started as a little Y swimmer, learning my swim lessons. Got pretty serious by middle school, and then decided I wanted to pursue possibly going to college. So got on a big club team in Atlanta, Georgia, and was able to get a Division I swimming scholarship at Mizzou. Swam there for 4 years. Kind of took a little break after that, 7-year hiatus.
Yeah.
Got the itch for swimming to come back, and have been back at it about 5 years now.
And tell us, what does swimming mean to you?
It's like a huge stress reliever. It's super fun meeting everybody. I actually met one of my high school swim club people here after 21 years of not seeing him. So it's just a small community that gets smaller and keeps looping everybody back together.
And so on Instagram, you've sort of built a following around your story, and maybe talk to us about what you're posting on Instagram and all the things that are going on.
So I swim like 90% of my time by myself, and I came across MySwimPro about a year and a half ago, and really loved the flexibility that I could have a practice written in front of me, or maybe alter a little bit for what I needed, but then have like a community that would back me and kind of support even though it's from afar. So I post a lot about my swimming, my races, what I'm doing for eating wise, and then of course a little bit about my family as well.
Cool. And can you talk about maybe the balance of how do you manage so many different things?
Make it a priority. So I clear out basically from 9:30 to 11 every day and say that's going to be my swim time, and no fire is going to be too big that can't handle at that time. So I make it a huge priority that I get my swim in daily.
And if we kind of dive deeper, pun intended, maybe talk to us about some of the things that you have going on outside of swimming and balancing all of that.
Okay, so I own my own HR consulting company. I've been doing HR for about 10 years now. So it's a small boutique firm that I service clients throughout the United States. I also have 2 kiddos, 6 and 7, and one of my son has special needs. He's blind and has cerebral palsy. So swimming is a huge stress reliever for me, and like I said, make it a huge priority to get in. And then my husband's an active duty Marine, so we have that also on the plate. So.
I mean, that's incredible. That's a lot more than most people have on their plate. And you mentioned swimming is a stress reliever. So I guess when it comes to competition, do you prioritize doing that, or is that something that's just part of the process?
Oh no, it's a priority. Like I set my goals ahead of time for the season, so I know the meets that I'm going to go to, make sure I have the childcare coverage, everything that I need to have done, and set for when I'm going to taper each year. So it's definitely a priority, and it's planned out ahead of time.
And are there any cool stories that have come? Yeah, I mean, I didn't even finish the question. Just let's go with that then. Do you have any stories from either this meet or just the when digital world of Instagram meets real life? Any fun stuff?
Oh man.
Because you've done some Instagram takeovers for us, so anything cool?
I mean, it was great when we got to do Rose Bowl and show the behind the scenes of swimming and swimming through adverse times. It was like pouring down rain in 30 degrees, swimming outside in Southern California, and then fast forward 4 hours later, it's like blazing hot. So I mean, there's those fun ones that you just just like today is hot, it's humid, or not humid, it's dry, and you just have to deal with fatigue and the hot.
And you mentioned someone you haven't seen in a while. Was at this meet. Any other cool stories since your comeback?
I think it's just the people I know on Instagram, that follow or send me messages or help support in the virtual way, actually getting to put faces with the people that are behind the computer screen. So that's been really cool. Probably met up about with 20-25 people then. So
yeah, and at 25, that's a lot. I mean, there's 2,000 people at the meet, but to be able to connect with 25 of them in real life at
I know, and they pull you out when you're in there. They're like, "Hey, your mom who swims," and so it's nice.
Yeah, and we'll put the handle in the description so you can give her a follow. Talk to us about what's next.
I'm going to take a week off.
Hey, you deserved it. You got 5
I'm going to
personal bests.
run. My daughter's doing a 5K soon. She's 7, so that's her goal, and I'm going to support her in that. So I'm going to do some runs with her. I is on Mission Viejo. That's basically my backyard, and so long course is coming up, and yeah, after that 1 week, get it going for long course nationals.
Sweet. What advice do you have for people who are looking to get back into swimming? You mentioned you had a competitive background, took a break, came back into
Absolutely.
it. What if someone who's taken 5, 10, 20 years off and they're looking to make the step?
Good question. Don't give up. It sucks. The breathing is the hardest thing. That's what everybody doesn't understand.
Breath,
You'll never, it takes, a good 6 weeks to get back into swimming shape, even if you did the running, even if you did the cycling. Don't give up. It gets easier. Each week gets progressively better, but just don't expect that those times that you did way back when are going to come. And it is harder work as you get older. So yeah, just stick with it. It's totally worth it, but it does take a little bit to get back into it.
And set realistic expectations.
Absolutely.
6 weeks, 8 weeks.
You're not 18 any longer. You're not in high school. You have different lives going on. So yeah, times are a little bit different. So.
And then, do you have any shout outs you want to give to any of the fans?
Oh God, you put me on the spotlight.
Well, so
hey everybody! Yay!
Yeah. Well, you mentioned the Georgia team, and you got California, and.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, hi, thank you for tuning in, and MySwimPro is awesome, so.
Right on. And then the final note, what would you say to someone who's looking to try the MySwimPro application? How would you, I guess, recommend it to them in your own words, like what the value might be?
So it's kind of like a virtual coach. It has, so if you need somebody that can, dictate and help drive where your plans need to go for the season, they have different plans. There's plans set out there so you can get started and, at the lower levels to get yourself up. And then there's just workouts that are posted that you can grab as you progressively get better or where you're coming in at in your swimming career. So it's just, there's different multi-levels for everybody's ability and skill level and where they're at this time. Super user-friendly, Apple Watch, phone.
Right on. And with that, we are going to cap off this episode of the Ask a Swim Pro show with Kendra Wilson, Oceanside, California. We'll see you guys later. Bye.